Welcome back to this DC Universe Online Let's Play. You're Sambo, and joining us as always is Definity and three other Superzero superheroes. Of course, you're joining us here with our super duper League Alert run into Oolong Island. And look at this around me. We've got three of our Superzero guildmates here, our League members. Number one, we've got Scionix from the Superzeroes, looking awesome there in the steel grey, black and blue. Look at that, we've got some excellent looking wings there, and of course that amazing looking mask. Big welcome to you, Scionix. We've got a regular here, Fair Blitz. Welcome back to you, Fair Blitz. It's good to have you. And of course, some of you guys might remember Fair Blitz from our most recent Let's Play League Alert run as well. Always good to have a regular on. And of course, he or she was successful in answering the questions this time, which by the way were very tough. And congratulations to all of these guys for answering. We have a new player here, Midnight Brink. Big welcome to you. And look at that awesome looking character. I'd say inspired a little bit by Nightwing there, looking really fantastic. These are the three heroes that are going to join us in our Oolong Alert run. So I'm certainly looking forward to that. And by the way, as always, folks, if you'd like to be part of our League Alert filmed runs, please just come along at the times announced in my videos. And of course, you've always got a chance to come and be in on a filmed episode. Alright folks, you know how this works. All we need to go to is our, where are we? There we go, our on duty menu. And if we go into the alerts, you can see here we've got Oolong Island. That's exactly what we're going to be heading for today. And you can see here Oolong, an island nation of mad scientific geniuses, is in chaos as the scientists' own creations rise against them. The threat must be contained before it spreads. Order must be restored and the responsible parties brought to justice. That is exactly what we're going to do. And of course, because we've got our own group, we're not going to need to actually queue up for 9 minutes. All that remains for us to do is click on this and we'll be off. So let's get this show on the road. First available, and of course I'm only going to choose damage. In this case we're on Definity, so I'm only good for damage. Let's see what our other members choose here. We've got Scionix, Midnight Brink, and of course Fair Blitz. Fair Blitz going for the tanking role, and of course they did such a fantastic job of that last time. And there we go, all ready to rock. Of course we have a full group, so we are able to get in instantly. And here we are folks, inside Oolong Island. We made it with Scionix, Fair Blitz and Midnight Brink. Let's take a look at the map here, and of course you can see, as always, it's broken up into a number of different sections. Of course in Oolong Island, just like any other instance alert, we've got a number of sub-bosses, and then of course the big boss at the end, in this case Chang Tzu, or if you like Egg Foo as he was known. So of course we're going to be concentrating on the first part of the instance right now, and you can see we've got ourselves some objectives. We need to rescue scientists from crazed robots on Oolong Island docks. Gosh, that's hard to say. And defeat rampaging robots, 0 out of 50. And I think we can see over in the background there, we've got ourselves some of the scientists. And you can see also up ahead is where we need to go. Now, Oolong Island is a very cool looking instance, by the way. And it's very large, like a large number of alerts in DCUO. They're all very big and extremely well designed. Lots and lots of fun. So here we are, Scionix, Fair Blitz and Midnight Brink. We are going to take it to Oolong Island, and of course we're going to hopefully take down the boss at the end. This is it for us folks, we're ready to rock. Hopefully the other guys are too. Rescue scientists, 20 of them, defeat rampaging robots. That is it, we are ready to rock. Let's do this folks, off we go. In and out. Let's see if the guys, what do we got by the way? Level 30 and level 30 and level 23. So we're doing very well. And of course over here we can see ourselves a collectible. We do need to get that, of course. I can't go anywhere without my collectibles. And look at this, we're powering through, of course, which is just fantastic. Let's grab a collectible. And look at that view, by the way. Isn't it an awesome looking instance in here?
Kale's log. It was clever of Magnus to give life to inert metals, but leave it to T.O. Morrow to give them fiendish intelligence.
Alright, let's move on over to these security androids here. Doing our John Woo move there. We haven't seen that for quite some time. And there we go, an Oolong scientist. They're the ones that we need to rescue, of course. And doing our little self-heals there.
Stop it! This brain is worth $1 million.
And there we go, the rest of the team is grouped up now, so we're going to be unstoppable, I'd imagine. Now, of course, we've got Fair Blitz tanking, we've got Midnight Brink on the damage duties, and of course, we've got Scionix on the heals, which is just fantastic. Me, I'm damage.
This never happens on my machine.
There we go, Fair Blitz rescuing the scientists there. Now, even though I'm level 30, you would have seen before, I was still getting beaten up pretty badly. So you still have to be careful, even though these are lower level, of course, like everything else in the game. If they swarm up on you, then it can be bad news.
Nice robot. Good robot. Sit. Stay. The robots always rebel when I'm on a freaking deadline.
And I demand you all return to your labs and complete our contracts.
Alright, just searching for the other enemies, and of course, more scientists for us. Saying a big thank you there. Alright, there we go. What have we got? 19 out of 20. We need one more of the scientists rescued. Alright, there it goes. Alright, you can see now we've got ourselves a new objective, which is to defeat the Crazed Oolong Enforcer, and there it is. Alright, let's do this, folks. Our first sub-boss. And there we go, the Oolong Enforcer.
Scanners show unstable, elementical. Batman, can that be right? Ah, I see. Elementical energy signatures in the main labs. Oolong must be trying to duplicate Doc Magnus's responsometer technology. The labs have gone into security lockdown, so we need you to gather that data from the lab control nodes.
Alright, you can see we're being attacked there. Whoops. Alright, so the first thing we want to do is distribute this loot. You can see that's for a roll of a controller. I'm going to pass on that. And we've already got our next objectives updated here, which of course is to destroy androids. We've got 50 of those to take down and reprogram the robot control nodes. Now, if we have a look on our map, you can see here that it's to the northeast of us, and of course we're going to be making our way up through the instance proper. So, as always, it's time for us to head off. We don't need to collect any more of the scientists, we just need to head on over. And it's an awesome looking instance, by the way, as you can tell, huge, a massive big island complex with the palm trees here and everything. And you can see, what are the guys up to? Oop, are they destroying? They're taking out these guys already. That's okay. Need to move on to our objective. Let's do that. So, of course, if you're ever lost in the instance, just follow your mini-map. You can see where you need to go. Alright, here we go. Danger Mutagenics Research Area. And we are in. These are the hyperactive androids. You can see here our little counter there going up. 1 out of 50. And that's the reprogramming of the robot control nodes that needs to occur there as well. And I think we have to defend these from the androids, by the way. Yeah, you can see these are spawning in. And until that counter goes down, we've basically got to stay here and defend them. It's So doing well so far, just waiting for that. You can see the green around the outside there. That's what we've got to wait till it reaches 0. Because of course these androids are coming in and trying to mess things up for us. There we go. Some more.
Warning, critical failure, shutting down.
And you can see this one does need to be reprogrammed. So there's 4 of them here.
Self-destruction imminent.
Malfunction. Malfunction. Error.
Oops, and looks like we lost this one again. So let's try and take this back.
Destabilized.
And there we go. Alright, let's take that one out there. You can see a healer's hammer there. We'll pass on that one.
Malfunction.
Warning, critical failure, shutting down.
And just putting up a shield there, by the way, not forgetting that Definity has her shields. You can see the red glow there on all of the group members. Very handy.
Warning, critical failure, shutting down.
And you can see these androids keep spawning in. They can be quite nasty too, because just like we were mentioning before, even though they're quite easy to take down, if they're in high numbers they can be really overwhelming. Alright, let's try and grab that one. There we go. One more to go.
Use the data link satellites on the rooftops to upload your findings to me. I will decrypt the codes, allowing you to then enter the labs and shut them down.
Alright, there we go. You can see we've got to upload the data now from the failed responsometer testing lab 1, 2, 3, and 4. So let's head up there. Oh, let's quickly come to the rescue of one of our team members here. There we go. Alright, let's head up. And you can see the 4 objectives there as well. There we go. You can see one being used already. Midnight Blitz on the case there. There we go. That's one down. And you can see we've got to take each of these, and they're all showing up on our mini-map, 4 little squares there. And this is the data that we've got to upload. Hopefully Fair Blitz will grab this one. Uploading the data from these satellites. And there we go, there's number 2. And these pterosaurs are coming in to try and thwart our efforts as well. You can see they're labelled here, number 3 and number 4. Let's head to number 4. And there's an altered android standing guard. Let's take him out while Fair Blitz hopefully uploads the data for us. There we go, we just got one more to go. Let's take down this android. There we go. Ooh, nasty. And look at that thunder and lightning effects there. Just fantastic, isn't it? That is an amazing skill, that is. Alright, there we go. Fair Blitz taking out the final one, hopefully. Ooh, nasty. Grounded as well. Let's see if we can get back up top. Oh, grounded again. Alright, this guy is being a right royal pain. There we go. Alright, trying to make my way back. Alright, so you can see here we've got our new objectives here. We've got to deactivate the failed responsometer transformer in the labs themselves. So let's get down and try and meet up with the guys. There we go. Alright, so that's one done. So it's a little bit confusing sometimes, these ones, because you need to open the door And of course you've got to do that by using this console here. And then go inside, because it looks like the objectives are in the same area. And of course they're in a totally different area because they're underneath the radars that we were at before. And you can see we've all transformed here as well.
Malfunction.
Very cool mechanics in this instance. And Fair Blitz, there we go. Deactivating the failed responsometer, all done. And you can see we've got our normal forms back. The team here doing an absolutely fantastic job, by the way. And as always, the alerts in DCUO are so interesting. They're not just a usual tank and spank. And you can see we've got these different abilities that appear on our hotbar as well when we're turned into these metal men, which is very cool. Here we go, Fair Blitz hopefully taking out the last one there. And there we go, and we've got our forms back. Let's head out. We've got to do the failed responsometer number 4 now. Just one more to go. Go, let's give everybody a shield. Hopefully that doesn't get stripped when we go inside. No, it didn't. That's nice. And look at that, we've got ourselves a collectible as well. Let's grab that.
Dr. Kale's log. The only remnant of the Horsemen of Pestilence, Zorn, Lord of the Age of Fears.
Alright, trying to deactivate this last one here, but we keep getting interrupted. Oh, nasty, nasty. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, we've got to take these guys out. Talk about interrupting. How rude. And you can see they keep spawning in.
You're so close to making our own metal man.
Must deliver shock treatment. Prepare for pain.
And here we go, folks. It's our second boss of the instance, and of course that means it's Metal Man A7. Let's get into it. Let's take him down. All sorts of effects going on here. Let's get out of the fray. Look at that. Amazing lightning effects there too. Let's bring out our pet, by the way.
Morrow, one of Oolong's resident scientists. He claims to know how to put an end to these responsometer failures, but is afraid to leave his lab. Perhaps you can gather the components he needs from the crates in primary manufacturing.
And there we go. First things first, let's have a look at our loots. We've got ourselves some level 19 loot, so I'll be passing on them, of course. Look at the great lightning effects. This is, of course, is all from the new DLC content, Lightning Strikes. Oh man, that looks really cool. Alright, so you can see we've now got ourselves a new objective. We've done 2 of the bosses in the instance. Smash crates to find T.O. Morrow's components. If we have a look on our map, you'll see we're moving up through. So we're 1, 2, 3. This is the 3rd subsection of the Oolong Island instance. And of course, there are 5 all up. Huge instance, just like all of the other alerts we've run. So, here we go. Nothing left for us to do but to go and smash crates. Who doesn't like a bit of smashing crates? That's, of course, a staple in any video game. If you don't have crates in a game, it's not a real game for sure. And again, Scionix, Midnight Brink, Fair Blitz. We've got Fair Blitz on the tanking. We've got Midnight Brink on the DPS. And we've got Scionix on the heals. And myself, well, I'm just being a pain, probably. Having to be healed. And, of course, we've already had 1 death. Hey, it wouldn't be an episode of mine if I didn't die. All right, let's make our way forwards, guys. And of course we're just following the yellow arrow as always if you ever get lost and you don't know where to head. And look at this, it's a fantastic looking island, by the way. We're in Metalloid Testing Lab 3 and I like to enjoy the scenery. Let's super speed. Do you know what this reminds me of actually? Is an island from the Thunderbirds. Definitely reminds me of the Thunderbirds Island. If you guys remember watching that show back in the day, the puppets, absolutely love that. Alright, here we go. Smashing crates is what we need to do. Let's head down into the thick of the action. Here we go. A lot of enraged metal men. Let's put up our shield, and of course we've got our self-heal. And there we go, there's a crate over there. Smashing crates number 1. Oops, and who's that down? Oops, no, that is the turrets. The components, rather. And of course we just need to use these in order to pick them up. And there you go, you can see we've already got 9 out of 25. Continuing on through the building, pretty simple stuff to navigate your way around. I know a lot of folks said to me, hey, what happens if you've never run this before? You know, I don't want to be a pain. Well, you know what, it's so easy, it doesn't matter, seriously. Even if you've never run an instance in DCUO, the cues on the map are nice and easy to follow. And you don't have to have run it before, especially if you'd like to join one of our League filmed alert runs. Don't feel like you have to be a veteran of one of the instances. If you've never run it before, that's quite okay. In fact, that's what I'd prefer, to give people an opportunity to run it who never have. That's what we're all about here in the Superzeroes. You see, we got 24 out of 25, 25 done.
Morrow's past history, I am concerned that Morrow may not be telling us the entire truth. Those parts will at least gain access to his lab, so you can protect his scientists from these failed responsometer creatures, and possibly discover what has caused this chaos.
Alright, so first things first, let's grab our collectibles. There we go. And our investigations.
Dr. Kale's log. The only remnant of the Horsemen of War, Raga, Lord of the Age of War, kindles the aggression of mankind.
Alright, so you can see our new objective now is to keep 2 T.O. Morrow scientists working. So we need to get out here. And of course making sure that we're sticking with the group, unlike my earlier efforts where I got separated there, and again you can see the consequences of that. You will die. Always be a good team member and stick together as a group. Alright, onwards and upwards. You can see us making our way up the island. Got to keep T.O. Morrow scientists working, and of course that is up in this building. So we're just making our way forwards. Alright, here's the scientists, and you can see they're up to all sorts of shenanigans. Here we go, let's see if we can speak to one of these guys. There we go, now a warning's come up there. Each working scientist will actually call more mobs. So you can see the guys doing a fantastic job of keeping things clear here. What a great group.
Dr. Kale's log. The only remnant of Yurd, this horseman of famine, posed for a lengthy period as Sobek, a crocodile's sidekick for Black Adam's adopted ward, Osiris.
Alright, so you can see how this works, folks. Now that we've activated these scientists, you can see they've got a counter there. And when that counter starts counting down, what you need to do is protect them for that duration. Now you can see a couple of them there have gone down, so we need to bring them back up again. Really need to protect these guys. It's quite nasty. And you can see another 2 have gone down. You can see the ones in the background there are okay. But a lot of mobs do come in, and it can be quite hard to defend these guys. And of course, if they take too much damage, you have to resurrect them. Another item of loot dropping there, give it to the guys. Alright, we'll just keep an eye on these scientists working, make sure that nobody comes in from the back. And you can see the guys in the group here have got the idea, and they're taking them down from the front.
Why should I save you? The future will prove that my brain is the only one worth saving.
Alright, so you can see these are still counting down. Oh, and more have come in. That's nasty. Alright, we've got 3 out of 5. This will be the 4th. More enemies will probably be likely to spawn. There we go, and I think we got one more over here.
Scratching at the door like that is only going to get you killed faster.
4 of 5. This will be the 5th of 5. Right, you can see, by the way, any objectives that you've got to protect are shown on your mini-map. You can see there, they're showing up as a shield icon, by the way, which is nice and handy. And look at this, the guy's doing a fantastic job of protecting here. We've got Scionix, Midnight Brink, and Fair Blitz. They're basically a formidable wall blocking the entrance here, allowing this scientist to carry on. And here come more. Of course, it would be nasty if any of them came in through the back door there, so just keeping an eye out. And we're nearly done. Look at that, all done.
Those bumbling techs better not have scratched a hair on your little head. Now, to put the finishing touches on my masterpiece.
Alright, and you can see now we have to speak to T.O. Morrow. And here he is.
Yes! It's done! I have recreated my greatest failure as my greatest triumph! And as thanks for your help, you can die at its hands! Tornado Tyrant! Destroy them all!
And here we go, the 3rd of our sub-bosses. And look at that effect. We'll get back out of this so we can see it in full. How awesome is that? Seriously, folks. And of course, it's killing my frame rate, but wow, does it look amazing. Alright, in we go to the fight. The Tornado Tyrant is our 3rd sub-boss here. Whoa, getting knocked right back. And we'll just keep right back out of this so you can watch the other guys at work doing their job. What a great team.
I'm afraid his mind is not stable. He's as ill as the Joker in his own way. His technology is his weakness. Destroy it, and he will surely reveal everything.
There we go, you heard Martian Manhunter. Let's have a look firstly. We've got ourselves some loots there. A nice level 19 neck. We'll take that out. And you can see our next step is that we have to interrogate T.O. Morrow. Let's do that right away.
Don't hurt me. I have plans.
Oh, and congratulations. Look at that.
I needed to create artificial life, but the joke's on him.
We've got Scionix leveling up there, level 24, fantastic stuff. And here we go, our new objective is to defeat the door guards to enter Chang Tzu's personal lab. And of course, Chang Tzu, or Egg Fu, is now our next objective, and of course that is our main boss in this instance. Alright, you can see there Scionix is saying 1 sec, I've got a PowerPoint. And we'll just say no problem there. Let's have a look on our map. And there we go, you can see our quest is in the very north of the island. So that's where we're going to be heading, and we'll just give Scionix, or rather, Scionix a moment. There we go, all done. Let's do this, folks. Let's head out. Let's get ourselves to the door guards so that we can actually enter Chang Tzu's personal lab. Up we go, forwards in the island, and let's have a look back over the island. Look at it, it's absolutely huge. It's an amazing looking area. We absolutely love this instance. And of course, all of these are so replayable as well. There we go, explore Oolong Island. Got ourselves an achievement. Well done, Definity. Alright, so Fair Blitz there, using the console to allow us in here, gain access to Chang Tzu's inner chamber. Off we go. This is it. This is the final run here. And these guards, by the way, from memory, are very, very nasty. Especially if you're running this at level. Be very careful around here. Let's put up the shields for the group. There we go, that's one thing I can be useful with. And of course got my pet out for our power interactions. And how amazing does it look in there? Look at that. Really awesome looking instance in here. Here we go, a whole bunch of failed metal men. Let's use our laser eyes. And what a great group, taking them all out, no problems whatsoever. And of course, as always, I've been the only one that's died. The other guys playing very well.
Ignoring my first warning was a grave error. In fact, one might say that your grievous miscalculation is electric.
Alright, you can see we've got defeat Chang Tzu's apocalyptian programmed robot. That is exactly what we're going to be doing now. Yikes, whoops. Let's get out. We need to go through. Ah! Try and put up a shield. There we go. And of course, waiting for the electricity. Forgot about that completely. Waiting for the electricity charge to subdue and subside.
Humans, they never know when the floor will be pulled out from under them.
There we go. Of course, we're having to get rid of these personal guards. And there we go, trapped. That takes a lot of people by surprise, that one. You're thinking to yourself, where on earth do we need to go? And then, of course, the floor drops away. And you end up down here with these tiny little security bots, the micro security bots. Nice chest item there. And aren't these funny? And just because they're small, folks, don't underestimate the power that they have. Of course, they can really pack a punch. And once again, just a fun little distraction, keeping the instance nice and interesting. Go. Have to break through the doorway here as we continue our way through this underground complex. Very cool. And just waiting for the rest of the guys as they make their way through. There we go. And of course back up top. And here we go, making our way through to the final chamber. This, of course, is where it's all going to happen. You can see here we've got our new objective, which is to defeat Chang Tzu. And that is him over there. You can see him there, Egg Foo. That is what he looks like. And if we look on our map, you can see we're right at the top here. Right at the final area of this Oolong Island instance. This is it, the final showdown, where myself, Definity, Midnight Brink, Scionix and Fair Blitz, of course, are all going to take it to Chang Tzu. We can see we've got ourselves a collectible over in the corner there as well. But that's not what we're concerned with, of course. Our main goal here is the main boss, Egg Foo. So without further ado, let's buff ourselves up and get ourselves into this fight. Good luck to the team. Let's do it. Ready to rock. Yes, we
Awaken,
are.
my robotic minions. Victory is assured with your assistance.
Alright, so first of all, you can see we've got to take out the personal guards. Let's make sure that everyone's got a nice shield up. Let's also make sure that we've got our pet out. And there he is, Egg Foo Chang Tzu himself. Let's keep a back view here so we can see what everyone else is doing. Now again, we're going to get through this quite easily. However, if you're doing this at level, it's going to be nasty. Alright, you can see he's firing these out, and he's stuck in the middle now. Of course, you want to avoid them, and you can see Chang Tzu activates the trap tiles on the floor. You also have to be very careful of those. And by the way, Scionix doing a great job of healing as well. And there we go, folks. Look at that. It is Chang Tzu down.
They say I'm insane. They sabotage my work, deny my genius. They're all jealous. Yes, jealous of my massive intellect, my immense ability and technological prowess. But they'll all bow to me in the end. I, T.O. Morrow, will create life. I know it can be done. I've learned from my failures, and now I'm so close to the life of the future. The life of tomorrow.
Woo! There we go. What a fantastic team. It is done, and as normal, what I'll do is I'll flick through the stats here. You can see headline complete, case cracked. Let's just flick through the stats, and you can pause the video if you'd like to see the stats for everyone there. So healing, power, damage, KOs, damage out, healing out, power out, secures, transports, protects, power out, power in, and damage in, healing out, healing in, and deaths. And there you go. Alright, so what a fantastic looking team we've got here. Let's have a look. Let's grab this loot. We've got the Advanced Commander's Boots. And let's grab ourselves a couple of screenshots as well. Hopefully they work. The last few times I've tried to grab screenshots, it hasn't. But hopefully this time we get a nice group shot that we can put up on our Facebook page. Look at that, Scionix, Fair Blitz, Midnight Brink. A big, huge thank you to the guys. So that's it, folks. Mission down. That is our most recent League alert. A major success there, taking out Chang Tzu, or in other words, Egg Foo. Big congratulations and thanks to Scionix, to Fair Blitz, and to Midnight Brink. Of course, without whom we wouldn't have been able to get through this at all. You guys know how much I absolutely adore running these with the Superzeroes League. So, of course, reminding you, if you'd like to be in a Superzeroes League alert filmed run, all you need to do is make sure that you're around at the announced time and, of course, answer the 3 questions correctly, and you've got yourself a chance to get in. Anyhow, that's it from us, folks. On behalf of myself, Sambo, Definity, Scionix, Fair Blitz, and Midnight Brink, all who look mighty fine, and again, congratulations to creating just fantastic costumes. So I'm saying take care. Certainly hope you're having a great day wherever in the world you are. We look forward to seeing you next time. Until then, it's bye-bye.